Beats on Sports Extra for today. Enjoy the rest of the package.
In a country where ethno-religious and other primordial sentiments continue to skew the narrative towards divisiveness of the population, Nigerian football has over the years grown to a level where it has been declared unanimously as the single most unifying factor. This is down to the various degrees of success achieved in the sport. From the 1985 all-conquering Golden Eaglets team at the maiden FIFA Under-17 Championship in China to the Atlanta 96 Olympic gold won by the Dream Team, football has been a major source of inspiration. All of that, however, were achieved in the men's game. But also remarkable is the giant strides by the women who have made great progress in the last decades. Gradually and steadily, the women's game has made inroads into the consciousness of the people. With persistence and resilience, women's football marched on, and today it has developed to a high point where many believe it enjoys more traction and popularity than the men's.
There have been a lot of improvement looking from where the female team is coming from. And you can agree with me, in the past World Cup, Australia, New Zealand, you see the tremendous improvement of our female football. We were in the dead zone, so-called dead zone, and we came second there, and the length we went. So there's actually a great improvement of the female football club, and in terms of laurels, won more than our male counterpart.
The women's game is growing in the country, can grow better and will grow better. That's our prayer. We now find that our league is getting tougher and also closer, because you now find teams that really battle it out over 90 minutes during the league. And more teams are inclined to join the league. More girls are now happy playing football. Even the family is happy to release girls now to play football. And coaches are beginning to say we can also go that way. It was not like this before now. So that's the joy we have with the kind of job that people like Madam Aisha Falode and others have done. I call her Mama Sports.
At the forefront of the Women's Football Revival Project, which began about 2 decades ago, is a woman with passion, commitment, and zeal to push her vision of women's football development in Nigeria, Aisha Falode. The ace television diva who has veered into football administration with remarkable success gets a whole lot of credit for the monumental leap the nation's women's football has taken in recent years.
Aisha fights back ×2. So you couldn't put Aisha down. No, that's something. I mean, she's cerebral. So she comes to the meetings prepared for what she wants to contribute. So, and then I think as time went on, we all had soft spot for her anyway. Oh, she's the only woman, and I think she played us too. So maybe instead of her, us taking advantage of her, maybe she took advantage of us because she always got what she wanted. But it was for a good reason.
So many people see Aisha as high-handedness, but she's not. She's a woman that has passion for the game. Until somebody develop passion or have passion for a game, the game cannot improve, because passion is a driving force for success, and Aisha has that passion.
Getting people to sponsor the Women's League is a big feat that she conquered, because I know what that takes. I know what it takes to get brands to believe in women's football and to believe that, there's a future here. So she's someone that I'm very proud to be associated with.
Aisha is emotionally, involved with women's football, because I'm sure as a woman when she was growing up, she probably saw a lot of discrimination, between the men and the women, and the passion that men give to men's football. So that's one of the things she'd be able to do. She now switched all those passion into female football, because she would all the time talk about female football, right from her days when she was even reporting for AIT. So it's not just when she became a member of the Football Federation. Luckily, she's a member of the Football Federation. But what I want to concede to her is that she created a very strong brand, the Women League.
Aisha Falode, as chairperson of the Nigerian Women's Football League, never came short of ideas to improve the Nigerian women's top flight.
When you think of women's football, there's the educational aspect of women's football that has to take place for it to succeed in any country. And what Madam Aisha did was she raised that awareness, got the girls in Ida College Benin, for example, or the Agege Girls College in Lagos, for example, getting them involved in football. And I think for me, that's the best stage that women's football can even start from that early stage, growing that interest until they get to a more professional level. So I mean, there's so many things I think of when I think of how she has impacted football. I've spoken about even just bringing ladies like myself that were in the media side, bringing us more involved in the structural aspect. Sometimes she will say, hey, follow me for this meeting, or hey, this is what we're doing, getting us to see the behind the scenes of what she was trying to achieve. And it's really amazing.
With innovative programs including a structured and consistent league calendar, a cup final, that's the Super Six, and prize money for winners, as well as referees and match officials' indemnities, the NWFL was always on the rise in quality.
Look at the razzmatazz, the build-up to games, the build-up to the Super 4, the Super 6. The number of people attending, I can go on and on, Then the number of sponsors she attracted, so the media presence, Of course, she's a media personality, but it goes beyond that. She demonstrates the kind of leadership beyond the confines of media leadership. She's an amazing personality, and I'm always very, very proud.
Aisha is very strong-willed. She's very strong-willed, and some may misinterpret it, and then they won't take the benefit of such mentorship. Once you're patient, and what I've noticed with her is that if you're willing to work hard yourself, you're willing to strive for success yourself, she'll back you to the hilt.
Iron Lady. The introduction of Aisha Falode into the Nigerian Women Football League has brought a lot of new innovation, because initially when we were playing the league, there was no relegation, there was a lot of walkovers, but I could recollect that during her tenure or during her introduction into the Nigerian Women League, a lot of things changed. Even 75% or 80% of the referee indemnities was taken care of by the league body. So, and during her tenure, there were relegation, there were no walkover. The league was interesting. There's something to play for, and the introduction of the Super 6 capped it all.
She created a very strong brand, the Women League, and when we talk about brand and sponsorship, it's very tied to about individuals who are able to create the marketing equity for that property. The Women League, to a large extent, if you in the last 2-3 years, you find out that you watch the Women League, you saw the attraction that she brought to it, the fanfare. I know a lot of time the Edo State government were hosting the finals because they're able to have full house of fans and spectators in the stadium, and that are the things that our child brought to bear.
Her goal-getting instincts and never say never attributes are always pivotal in squeezing water out of rock. She brought these to bear in securing sponsorships from partners like the Peculiar Ultimate Concern, Tolkien Energy, and shared sponsorship for teams in the Premiership. Apart from the Premiership, Aisha Falode brought more levels and tiers of competitions to create a credible pyramid for the Domestic Women's Football League in Nigeria. The Nationwide Champions Shield, which pits the league champions against the Federation Cup winners, is a testament to this. The Football to Schools project, which saw the likes of Ida College, Benin City, Edo State, and Government Girls College, Agege, Lagos State, was also a very much welcomed initiative.
During the Aisha Falode tenure, a lot of good things happened. That everybody is a visible thing. And I'm a very blunt person, and everybody knows me in this country. I'm a very blunt person. It's a visible thing that anybody can see. When she was there, she makes sure things happen. You see, let me tell you one funny thing. Aisha visit stadiums before the league starts for inspection. She will come to the stadium to inspect whether the facility on ground is good for the league. You can see how ready she is to make the game grow, and the game grew. A lot of girls, not only from my team, that have represented this country very well.
Aisha Falode is somebody who has great ideas. Aisha Falode is a leader. She has really taught us a thing or two. Aisha has always been supportive of all the ideas that we brought to her table and we discussed. And Aisha never shied away from any challenges. You know, like I said to you earlier on, being a leader is not easy. Because you have to respond to every situation, everything that you called upon, you were always there. And Aisha was always there.
Aisha herself is emotionally attached to women football. But what I can tell you is that the last performance of our guests at the last Women World Cup was enough, more than enough, to bring in more women into sport. You could see that. You see what happened with the Spanish FA going to kiss the lady. That shows you that women should now come and take their responsibilities, and all the men that are taking responsibility or partaking in women football should take their exit. But you need the likes of the spirit of Aisha. There has to be narrative. There has to be discussion about the women football.
Aisha doesn't believe in fear. She's always fixated on ensuring success in whatever endeavor she finds herself. She doesn't believe in fear. She believes in science. And what is science? That which is observable. Putting 2 and 2 together to get your results. That's one thing I've observed about her. When I was president, whenever Aisha will raise their hand to speak in our meeting, everybody wants to listen. Every executive committee member would love to listen because she doesn't just open her vocal cavity to talk.
With so much innate qualities and attributes bordering on the drive and passion to commit time, energy, and resources to the good of the game, Aisha Falode is indeed a special woman of substance who is a role model to younger women in sports, a symbol and defender of women inclusion and participation in football. Much more than anything else, the member representing the South-South geopolitical zone on the current Nigerian Football Federation Board is a blessing to Nigerian football.